Kaito, just listen, Shuichi yelled, causing the entire cafeteria to go silent. Even I was surprised by this. He never raises his voice unless we are in a trial. I love him, okay? I don't care if that doesn't make sense to you. I came to love him all on my own, so stop pretending it's not my real feelings. He yelled. I could tell he had tears coming to his eyes. Before I could even process it, I moved my hands to his face and pulled him into a kiss, with only one thing on my mind. I need to calm Saihara-chan down. I could tell he was angry, so I hoped that at least distracted him. I could hear multiple people gasp in the crowd of people in the cafeteria, but I didn't care. The only thing that mattered is making sure Saihara-chan is okay. When I finally pulled away and put my face into his chest and hugged him tightly, I could tell his cheeks were red and increasing in temperature. I mean, we are in a social situation, and Saihara-chan is not someone I would take for a person who publicly displays affection. Saihara-chan, I'm sorry. I wanted to apologize for every event that has taken place ever since we have been together. I didn't mean for this to happen. If anyone has a problem with Kokichi, then now you also have a problem with me too. When he said those words, he picked me up in bridal style and speed walked me out of the room. I could hear Kaito yell, "Wait," but Saihara-chan didn't care. All of the adrenaline made him super bold, but I felt like soon he is going to feel exhausted as an after effect of this. He brought me to his room and slowly slid his back down the door with me in his lap. "Hey, Kokichi," he said, breathing a little too fast for me to be completely at ease. "Yes, Saihara-chan? I want you to know that I'm here for you, okay?" He said while his eyes fluttered shut as his body fell sideways so he was laying on the floor. I just smiled to myself and put my arms around his torso. "Yeah, I know, Saihara-chan. I love you, so get some rest, love," I said as his eyes fluttered open one more time before they closed and he fell asleep. "That must have really taken it out of you, Saihara-chan," I thought as I stroked his cheek, causing a small smile to appear on his face. After a while of us laying there, I heard Kaito pounding on the door. "Shuichi, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I was way out of line. Can you open the door so we can talk about it? Sidekick?" he asked while yelling from the other side of the door. I slowly moved Saihara-chan into a nearby chair before answering the door. "Hey, Kaito. Saihara-chan is exhausted from all the yelling and is taking a nap. Is there anything you need from me, Kaito, or are you just going to stand there?" I asked through the crack in the door. "Kokichi?" he asked, eyes going wide. I sighed. "I know you probably haven't put it together already, so I'll tell you," I said, pausing and trying not to shout at him for being, well, an idiot. As Saihara-chan said in the gym, me and him are a thing now. And because of the yelling and excitement from the gym, he barely had enough energy to take me here before he passed out. He's tired and needs some rest, so if you don't have anything else to say, please leave him so he can rest, I said in the nicest, calm-sounding voice I could muster before trying to read his expression for a response. "Oh, well, I may not like you, Kokichi, but if my sidekick chose you to stay by his side, then I support his decision. When he wakes up, can you tell him that for me?" he asked with his head down. I did not expect this kind of reaction from Kaito. This is kind of weird coming from him, but I need to make sure Saihara-chan is doing okay, so best not to worry about it now. "I will," I said, closing the door before hearing small footsteps turn to leave the door. I turned my attention back to Saihara-chan, who was peacefully sleeping on the chair. I went to go and take off his jacket because it was quite warm and it seemed very uncomfortable. But when I was done taking off all the buttons and beginning to slide it off his arms, he pulled me into the chair with him. I couldn't really tell if he was awake or asleep, but that didn't stop the blush from coming to my cheeks. He started mumbling again. I cuddled into his chest and wrapped my arms around his back, wanting all the affection I could get. I couldn't make out some of the first comments, but after a moment they became more clear. "Kokichi, please don't do that. I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do anything like that again. Just please don't leave me," he said, his eyes shut tight, with tears coming out of them. I don't really know what to do to comfort him, so I just held his back and tried to rub his back to relax him. He was still shaking, so I don't think that worked very well. He kept saying more comments about me leaving him and how he was sorry. Seeing this broke my heart. I want him. No, I need to make him feel better. I need to show him that I would never dream of leaving him. I decided to try another way of comforting him and planted kisses all over his face and shoulders. He seemed to shake less, and his breathing calmed down a bit before he jumped. "Kokichi!" he yelled, almost knocking me off the chair. He looked wide-eyed before he started to cry and pulled me into a hug. I'm sorry, I should have been better," he said, muttering apologies into my hair. What nightmare did he just have? It seemed it was about me. I'm sorry for causing you more worry, Saihara-chan. Saihara-chan? I said, looking into his eyes, thinking of what words to say. Speak from the heart. It's alright, I'm here now. I would never leave you, I said in a comforting tone, rubbing his shoulders to try to calm him down. That event in the cafeteria earlier must have really taken it out of him. I hope you're going to be alright, Saihara-chan. I want to be able to be the one who can make you feel alright.